Here we go. Good morning, everyone. It's South Street Repost. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope everyone is doing fine. Everyone is having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening so far. Welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully you're doing well. Before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video if you could do that. Very important that we get the subscriptions up and the likes and stuff. You know what I mean? It helps with the algorithms and everything on in between and stuff like that, guys. But thank you so much for joining me today. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It is match day. Let's listen. We're in the vibe. We're in the vibe, guys. We're in the vibe. It is match day. We can't wait for the match day, of course, guys. Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning, Sanjay. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Kazi. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope everything is fine with you. It is match day, as Sanjay has rightly said. It is match day. It's time to get enthusiastic. It's time to get excited because we've had a couple of weeks of dire football, should I say? Dire football. Hopefully not Eric Dyer football. Football doesn't come back. We hope that doesn't come back, do we? But it has been dire without, obviously, Manchester United playing. It's been a bit boring, isn't it? We don't like the international football too much, do we? Especially the Nations League. Doesn't really mean anything to us, does it? It doesn't really actually capture the imagination, of course, guys. But we have got Brentford today, which has become a very, very important game in regards to Eric Ten Hag. Now, I've watched the Eric Ten Hag presser, and Eric Ten Hag obviously is against the ropes right now in regards to must-win games. This is a must-win game for Eric Ten Hag. I'm not going to sugarcoat it any other way, but it is a must-win game, guys, because you know what? We lose this game. I do think it's going to be a little bit precarious in regards to his future at Manchester United. But we must believe and we must hope that our football club today win the game against Brentford. Today at 3 p.m. kickoff. Of course, I'll be doing a watch-along by 2:30 p.m. today. So don't forget to join me for that, guys. Absolutely. Now, let's get straight into it. I want to read some of Eric Ten Hag's quotes, to be honest with you. And I want to know your opinions about those quotes and actually where we go from in regards to what he's saying and stuff. Let me just say, Sanjay, I hope the players turn up. I hope so as well. That is what's the most important thing. Of course, the players don't turn up. We don't win any games, do we? Of course, Sanjay is absolutely incredibly important, of course, guys. So if I go to this, if I just get you up on here, guys, if I just go to the quotes from Eric, I almost said Sir Alex Ferguson. Goodness me, that would be the day, wouldn't it? Sorry, I almost said Sir Alex Ferguson. But let's read a few of the quotes. Let's see. I see good patterns. He said, Eric Ten Hag said, I see good patterns and stats that confirm we are in a good direction, but ranking 14 doesn't lie, and that's not good enough. So basically, he has acknowledged that the 14th play position is not good enough. We know it's not good enough, but we know a couple of wins will get us straight back up that table. But the wins are a must. We cannot be dropping any more points, especially at home at Old Trafford against the likes of Brentford. No, Brentford will not be an easy touch. They will create difficulties for us, but we have to be alert and we have to be ready for this game today. Brentford will start quickly. Brentford do score goals early, but we have to be alert and we have to be ready for that. As I said, at the end of the day, we should have done our research in regards to Brentford, their tactical setup, etc. I went through that yesterday, and to be honest with you, you know what? We should be capitalizing on the spaces that Brentford will create. And hopefully we will score a few goals, which we haven't done in the past few weeks, of course. In the past few months, we haven't scored enough goals in the Premier League, of course, guys. It's crazy. Ten Hag on rumours about his roommates. He did say we are on one page in the club. I'm sure of that. Internally, the club is quiet. Of course, we discuss where we are and the positions we have to turn a corner. We stick to the plan. This is the famous quote, isn't it, of Eric Ten Hag, is stick to the plan, of course, guys. You know what? He uses that quote a lot, if I'm being totally honest with you. I think he's used that about over 150 times since he's been a Man United manager, of course. But stick to the plan. What is the plan, Ten Hag? Tell us what the plan is, and we go from there. What is your long-term plan? What is your plan for this season? What are your expectations for this season, I would say? What do you want to achieve this season? The plan is what? You know, what is the plan? Because the plan is just a plan. At the end of the day, without you telling us what the plan is, we need to know what the plan is, if I'm being totally honest with you, Eric. We stick to the plan again. We are very convinced it will be success, so we remain calm. We are unhappy with the position we are. It's time to score more goals. So what is the plan, Eric Ten Hag? We stick to the plan. I'm convinced it will be a success, but why are you convinced? What is the reason for you to be being convinced? I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to, I'm not convinced that it's going to be a success. Obviously, I am a Ten Hag supporter, of course, guys. I do back Ten Hag, of course, guys, but I want to know what this plan is. I want to know what his aspirations are for this season, if we're being totally honest with you guys, to be honest. Eric Ten Hag, the media mentioning Man United to sack him. The noise is only coming from some of the media creating stories and fairy tales that bring lies. Some journalists didn't believe me. I saw the reports. You know what? At the end of the day, it has been scrutinised this last few weeks, especially during the international break. This is nothing new for Manchester United. Whenever there's an international break, their rumours start because they've got nothing else to talk about. England don't bring the news. England don't bring the likes. England don't bring the subscribers, of course. So, you know, talk about Man United, make up stories about our ex-manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, about our manager currently, Eric Ten Hag. You know what? And it does get likes, it does get subscriptions, it does get people talking. And this is the problem that we're having with the mainstream media. Of course, Man United do have to fight that as well, you know. But the one thing to combat that, and I would say it pretty confidently, is win matches on the football pitch. You win matches on the football pitch, no one will have a leg to stand on in regards to that. You carry on winning football matches, they can't say nothing to you. You know, you have the power, the ball's in your court at the end of the day. If you carry on winning matches, and that starts today against Brentford. We have to win the game against Brentford today, guys. It is imperative that we do win this game today, guys. So let me read some of your comments. Good morning, how you doing, Uchichi? Hope you're doing well, Gloria. Hope everything is good with you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on a Saturday and on a match day at 3 p.m. Game's nice and early for me, kicking off 6 p.m. where I am. That's not too bad, is it? That's a nice natural time, of course, guys. That's good, of course. I hope the players turn up. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Absolutely, Sanjay. Why don't you do the YouTube chatbot stream going towards the match watch along? Because it's too long, Kazi. It's too long. I have a life, Kazi. At the end of the day, my friend. If I start at 5, it will be going all the way down because I might do the match reaction as well. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, there's only so much you can talk about against Man United. If you're talking, you're just going to be splatting rubbish. You know, that's what I'll be doing. Do you know what I mean? So I want quality content. So Chatterbox will start at 5:30 today. Not Chatterbox, but the watch along will start at 5:30. Starting at 5 o'clock. You know what is a pointless thing. Not every day we do Chatterbox. Obviously, if the match watch along coincides that and contradicts that, definitely, mate. Do you know what I mean? Kazi, you know what? I'm here every single day, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Sometimes I like to see you do your job 3, 4, 5 times a day a week without no pay, mate. At the end of the day, we do have lives and stuff like that, my friend. Sorry, Kazi. Morning, Sal and fellow Reds. Absolutely. Morning, my friend. How you doing, Brian? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Absolutely. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Brian. As usual, it is match day. We're going to get positive, of course, guys. We get positive. That's what we do, guys. It's all about that. Absolutely. Good, Arvo. Good morning, Sal. Good morning, Jim. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is cool with you. Just read some of those quotes. What do you think of some of those quotes from Eric Ten Hag, guys? What do you think about it? You know what? I don't know. I mean, stick to the plan is something that he's used a lot. He does use that quote a lot. I mean, I want to know what this plan is. I do want to know have more clarity in regards to what Eric Ten Hag plans, because he does say stick to the plan. I don't want to keep saying that. I don't want him to keep saying that. I want to know what the plan is. If we're being honest, do you know what I mean? If we're being honest, I do want to know what the plan is as well, guys. Absolutely. Kazi, sounds fair. Big up, Kazi. Morning, Jim. Hope you're doing well. But good. Hope you're doing well, Kazi. Big up, Jim. Big up, everyone, of course, guys. Let's rip it in today. Let's all of us get to chatterboxes. We're going to win. Absolutely, we're going to win today, Jim. Absolutely. I'm confident today, Jim. I'm confident. Hopefully, that doesn't die down within 20 minutes of the game. Hopefully, the game goes well for us at the start. Maybe we get an early goal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to get a nice early goal. And you know what? Would take us from there. A comfortable win. We don't want any more stress, do we? We don't want any more of that stress. We want a comfortable win today. That's what it's all about today, if we're being totally honest with you guys. It'd be nice to get a nice, lovely, comfortable win today against Brentford, of course, which we should be winning at Old Trafford. We should be aiming to win these type of games, of course, guys. It's very important that we win these type of games, guys. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? And that is what I strive to believe in today, of course, guys. Hopefully they don't bring down my mood and everything. We have good things to talk about, of course, guys. Absolutely. That is what it's all about at the end of the day, guys. At the end of the day. So this is a make or break game from Eric Ten Hag. Of course, I do believe that it is a final chance for Eric Ten Hag to impress. If he loses this game, his position will be very precarious, because you know what, we'll be further down that table. And you know what, Ineos will have to make a decision. I do know that Eric Ten Hag is on a thin thread. I do know that. And if he does lose this game, God forbid, he will be in a very, very dodgy position in regards to his tenure as Manchester United manager. It is a game we must win. We cannot be dropping any more points because you know what? We've got Fenerbahce during the week as well, in the midweek, of course, which is very important as well, guys. So you know what? It is a big week for Eric Ten Hag, you know, and I really wish him the best. I really hope he wins these games. I predict we win this game today by 2-1. People are saying 3-1, of course, guys, but I say 2-1 today. I would take any win today. I would take any win today, whether that is by hook or by crook, by the back of the backside from a corner. I take that. I don't care as long as we win the game, and that is what's most important for me. We have to be careful of the threats that Brentford will pose. They're quite good up front. Bueno, of course, is quite a good player up front as well. And we have to be wary of the threats that they're going to cause. I sort of know what Eric Ten Hag's team's going to be. I did mention the team yesterday, but I'm going to just bring it up for you again, just a reminder. This is the team that I feel that Eric Ten Hag will pick today. Absolutely. The only difference is the only changes I could foresee is Ahmad for Garnacho and Licha for Johnny Evans. I would see something like that. Even the Ligt for Maguire around that. But this is probably the team that will play. Ugarte, I don't think is fit enough. I think he'll be on the bench today. Obviously, did have a problem with his injury during the midweek in Uruguay. So, you know what? I don't think Eric Ten Hag's going to risk him. We know what Eric Ten Hag is like with injuries. He is basically an iPad manager, isn't he? To be honest with you, if we're being honest. So he doesn't risk anything. He never risks anything. This is more or less the shape that Eric Ten Hag will pick. More or less the team that Eric Ten Hag will pick. And you know what? It's predictable. I know it's predictable. I would, instead of Dalot, play Amas. Of course, people know that. I'll play Dalot on the right. I will play Ugarte and Casemiro in midfield. I'll play Xerxes as a number 10. I'll play Garnacho as the left, and obviously Ahmad as the right, and Højlund up front. That's what I would do in regards to that. The last match for Brentford, of course, Brentford played against Wolverhampton Wanderers, won 5-3. They do play the 5, of course, guys. They do play the 5 in the defence. Of course, they have the wing backs, of course, and they also have Sade and Bueno. They have some pace up front and they have some quality up front. Norgard is a good player as well, and Damsgaard as well. So we're going to have to be on our toes today. We have to be ready for them, you know, and everything they post. They do score goals. Look at that result, 5-3. That is the result, of course, guys. So we have to obviously be wary of the threats that they can cause, guys. So I would say that at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, that's what I would say, guys. If I'm being totally honest, that if we start slowly, we're going to just leave ourselves in a big mess. So we have to start the game today pretty quickly. It has to be quick, guys. It has to be quick today. Absolutely. Let's have a look. Brentford getting goals inside the first minute. Yeah, this is Brian. We have to be careful with this, as I've been touching on this morning so far. And we have to be wary of the threats that they cause. Of course, you know what? It is Old Trafford. We need to get the noise up at Old Trafford. We need to ramp it up a little bit. Old Trafford's been a little bit quiet recently. We do need to ramp up the noise a little bit, make it a little bit more scary and intimidating. You know, we do need to do that, if I'm being honest with you. We are a little bit quiet. Prawn Sandwich Brigade, as Roy Keane famously said, didn't he? We need to make it a bit more of a doner kebab. You know what I mean? Let's go for it, guys. Absolutely. Big up, bro. Big up, Kazi. Big up. Sal, do 365 days, 24 hours view of all your life. Nah, mate. We will win by a cool 0-0 draw and then win again on Thursday with a cool 0-0 draw. Darkroad, that is not winning. That's drawing, my friend. That's not winning. That's drawing, my guy. Jim Wagon, so are we sure we are getting starting Ericsson? No, he worries me. I hope not, Jim. I do believe. I just got a feeling that Eric Ten Hag is going to play him. I just got this feeling that Eric Ten Hag loves Ericsson. You know, Ericsson was out of favour a couple of months ago. Well, a few months ago, he's out of favour. People saying that he's going to leave the club, but you know what? He's become a first-team player. I wouldn't play him. I played a double pivot. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, I played a double pivot, and it will give us more license to attack more. You know, I don't know why he doesn't play that anyway. We've been screaming for it for ages. Kazi, 2-1 window, 2-1 tough win. I think we'll win as well, Kazi. I don't think it'd be easy, my friend. I don't think it'd be easy. I think we will win the game. I don't think we'll score a lot of goals. I think we'll win 2-1 or 1-0, something like that. We have to win, though, regardless how. Of course, guys. Yep. Yeah, I'm back, guys. So, ciao. Hello, everyone. Have you ever heard of Saracen talk about he won trophies every presser? I said that yesterday, my friend. Eto lowered the standards. He would constantly pick the favourites, rely on individual. You're copying what I'm saying, my guy. I said this yesterday. No, not only Sir Alex Ferguson, no manager feels the need to. But then again, you say Jose Mourinho did it, didn't he? He went like this, didn't he? He went like this, didn't he? Jose Mourinho did. And when you do that, right? When you do that, you just show that you're on the ropes. And I wouldn't do that myself. It's all about you're only as good as your last game. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, you shouldn't be talking about what you won in the past. At the end of the day, talk about now. People know what you won. People know that. I know that the media are going to jump on you and the media are going to give you scrutiny, but they'll do it even more if you do that. You know, if you get defensive, they like that. They like a reaction. They're after reaction. So at the end of the day, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be talking about what has been in the past. He's done fantastically well to win 2 trophies, guys. The only manager to do it in his first 2 seasons, of course, guys, at the end of the day. So let's not give him any slack. That is a fantastic achievement, right? And I know people don't like Alex Ten Hag, but you know what? You have to give credit where it's due. In life, you have to give credit where it's due. He has done well winning those 2 trophies, including beating Manchester City in the final, of course, goes. So, yeah, he doesn't need to mention it. I say that. But you know what? We also have to give him praise for that. You know what I mean? Because the media in England won't give him that. They won't give him any praise. So he feels the need that he has to do that. Man United will also always be downplayed, regardless, even when we won the trebles, even when we won that. And I would say this to everyone, whoever downplays our history, you know what I mean, shouldn't be supporting Man United. If you downplay our history, that is where we come from. You know, I would say that our history is what made us. Chow, you wouldn't be a Man United fan. You guys won't be a Man United fan. At the end of the day, our history is what makes us who we are. The Busby Babes, the 1968, you know what I mean? The Sir Alex Ferguson period, the treble. It makes us who we are. And it is a current fact. It's not just a history, of course, guys. So let me read some of these comments out real quick, guys. 4-1, have faith. Brian, 4-1 is a little bit overconfident, but you know what? I would love that if it did happen, Brian. I would absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? To see a few goals, to banging in goals and win the game comfortably. That is what I want. You know, to finally win a game comfortably. That would be nice, wouldn't it? To finally have a less stressful, anxious time, of course, during the watch along, of course, guys. Absolutely. Brian Foskett, make it 5-1. Goodness me, Darkro. Goodness me. I would love it, but I highly doubt it'll be 5-1. I mean, they're not Barnsley at the end of the day. Old Trafford needs to become the theatre of nightmares again. At the moment, yeah, we're getting bantered in regards to Old Trafford. Old Trafford is too quiet, too many prawn sandwiches and tourists at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And we need to ramp it up a little bit and make it a little bit more intimidating, if we're being totally honest with you. We do. We need to make it scary for Brentford. You know, it's Brentford, guys. It's Brentford. For goodness me. When I was 20 years ago, they were playing in the 3rd division, the old 3rd division in England. Do you know what I mean? We need to defeat Brentford. You know, I went to a game between Leyton Orient and Brentford back in 1993, 1994, right? I went to that game because it was my back garden team. And at the end, I went to that game and it was Leyton Orient against Brentford. Leyton Orient won the game 1-0. Years ago, of course, in the 3rd division. Thank you, Kazi. Goodman, sir, how are you? Also, your past life, the dog, cat, sheep, and everything. Man United going to win everything this season. Anything. Richard, you're buzzing, mate. Richard, get off that, Charlie. If Eric Ten Hag does not win tonight, the Knights will be out. The Knights will be even sharper. They'll be sharpening as we speak, Jim. Yeah, absolutely. There is no excuses not to win the game today. And I don't want to hear stick to the plan. I don't want to hear that. I want to say keep winning games, win games. I don't want to hear stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. I don't want to hear that anymore. I mean, you know what? You can say one thing and we take it. You can say it. But if you carry on saying over and over again, and you know what? We're not stupid, Man United fans. Man United fans are not stupid. And you know what? You have to start getting results, Eric. And that's what I would say about it. Stop sticking to the bland business. It's not going to fly today. Definitely not. Dargo, so the current scenario, even a draw is a win for us. Absolutely not, Darkro. A draw is not a win for us. Never a win for Manchester United. A draw is never a win for Man United. No matter who we're playing, we always strive to win at Old Trafford, especially against Brentford. At the end of the day, you know, we should be striving to win that. In the current scenario, a win is the most important thing. Why is a draw in the current scenario a win for us? Why? You know, it's Brentford. Nah. A draw is a bad result. 10-0 better than Ferguson. Richard, you're going to get blocked, mate. Honestly. Carter, you can block him if you like. I might block him. Sal, I'm going to stick to my copyright 3-1. Go for it, Jim. I hope it is, mate. I really do hope it is. I really do hope it is, mate. Richard, yep, absolutely. We will Man United go and win to it. Goodness me, this guy. Richard, sorry, mate. You're going to be blocked for a week now, mate. Sorry. There you go, mate. You're gone, mate. Bye-bye. You're talking crap. You're trying to take the piss, mate. No taking the piss on my show. At least the local teams are doing well, and 2 more games than games to be champions. And congratulations, Charles. I hope they're doing well. Obviously, I wish you the best of luck with that, mate. Absolutely. Hope Man United start doing well. Keep away from Jim. Richard, let's keep away from it. Yeah, absolutely. Man, the Twitter, you're bantering a big up. Man, get out of you're going to be here to personal. This is a community channel. Absolutely, Jim. He's gone, Jim. I got rid of him myself. You know what? Mods are not doing their job. Mods are not doing their job, for goodness sake. Man, no, please, don't block him. Leave him to me, please. I've done it already, man, the Twitter. I've done it already. I had to block him. He's bantering, mate. He's bantering, taking a piss. You know what I mean? Don't block him. I blocked him. Why don't block him? Why? Why don't you want me to block him? Because you know what? He's taking the mick at the end of the day, guys. He has to be blocked. Have a great day, Richard. Enjoy your ban. Oh, absolutely. Enjoy your ban. That's what it's all about, mate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's talking trash, you know what I mean, about family and stuff like that. And I don't do that, mate. If you come on my stream, you know what? You can talk about football, but don't try and banter my community or my football club. You get blocked, man. I would have handled him with my bantering till he changed his profile. Now, he'll come back on a different profile. Don't worry about that. Thank goodness you blocked him in my block list is already and long enough. I know you do get lots of. I'll probably get some today, Jim, during the watch along. I do get a lot during the watch along. I do get a lot of nutters during the watch along, as we say. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? You can have your opinion on football. It's absolutely fine. You can even be a rival fan. I've got a few rival fans who come on here, but they talk sense. You know, if you come on here and start talking trash, you know, I don't really take it. I'll just block you. Mate. And that's what I do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't need that idiot, sarcastic prat in my chat. Of course, I warned him. I did warn him. I gave him numerous amounts of warning. You know as well as I do, it's been weeks how many warnings I've given these guys. Weeks. You know what I mean? So I had to do that, guy. I had to do that. It's strike 1, strike 2, strike 3 usually, but he's had about 30 strikes. So I give him you know what I mean? I had to ban him. He's gonna be banned. Absolutely. True, Sal, you are a gentleman. Thank you, Jim. I try my best. I do try my best. I don't like to block people. It's not what I like to do. But you know what? You know, sometimes people get on your nerves. People only here on a Saturday morning trying to get on my nerves. It's not the right way to go about things. Of course, if you want to get a reaction, you just get blocked. Absolutely. Are you going to invite people doing the stream together tomorrow's game? Today's game, Chow. Today's game. Tomorrow for you. Of course, yes, I am. I'll put the link up in the description today. Obviously, guys, if you want to join the watch along today, I will actually put it in the description today if you want. I'll pull it in and you guys can watch it. Of course, guys, I'll pull it in during the game chat. Later on, when the game kicks off, 2:30 English time, of course, I'll be live, guys. So I will put it in the description. So it'd be great to hear from you, Chow. It'd be great to hear from everyone, of course, guys, during the game, of course. I ain't heard from you yet, Jim. Chow, of course. Greetings, man. To that big greetings. Happy Saturday, Jim. Not Sunday yet. Happy Saturday, Jim. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, everyone, joining the stream. It's been a crazy one so far. Even, you know what? It's early days. So, look, what do you make of the presser? Do you know what? I felt like the presser was good in some parts. I'm pleased that Erik ten Hag is fighting back. If I'm being honest, I'm pleased that he is biting back. But one thing I would say is that don't get too defensive. If I was the Erik ten Hag, I wouldn't be starting to talk about stick to the plan, you know, and being defensive and talking about past trophies. What I would say is that I'm here to concentrate on the game against Brentford. We hope to win the game. The results need to improve, right? We're not happy where we are. We need to be up the table. We're Manchester United. We need to be up there challenging. That's what I would say. Don't get defensive. It only falls into the media's hands at the end of the day. John O'Connor, like the new wall, buddy. Thank you so much. Same wall, just a new cupboard. I've got to fill up the shelves, though, John, with some Man United memorabilia, of course, guys, which I've got. I'm waiting to send them over from England. You know, I've got a lot of memorabilia there, you know, that I would love to put on there. My old programs and stuff like that, of course, guys. Would love to put that on, of course. Cal, I was just about to block himself, but you did it anyway. Thank goodness. Absolutely. Kazi, look, you know what? This guy, you know what? He comes across like positive, but then he starts to be sarcastic with it, you know, and he's talking about Diddy parties and things like that. And I don't. I should have done it yesterday, to be honest with you. So I mean, I'm basically in regards to that side of me. At the end of the day, as people know me, I mean, obviously as a person who was close to the Outlaws, and that obviously there was the big problem between P Diddy and the Outlaws during the 90s, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, didn't like him from the beginning. 30 years ago. And I did tell people, I did warn people at the end of the day, and I did warn people about a lot of people, but you know what? C'est la vie. Sal, I'm not even going to watch the first EPL game as well, and some international rugby league and some cricket. I'm all packed already. I'm ready. So I'm not even going to watch the first... mate, you know what? Big up, Jim. Big up, Jim. Be good to see you later on today, Jim, if you can make it. Of course, it is very late where you are, early, as we say, of course, my friend. Happy Saturday to you, my friend. The stream will come back. It's starting to play up, of course. Yeah, so it's a cross connection. Yeah, there we go. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Absolutely, I'm back, guys. No, did he? Yeah, you know what? I told people about that. I told people about Jay-Z. I told people about Jennifer Lopez. I told people about them clowns. I told people about Beyonce. I told a lot of people about those clowns. You know what I mean? I told them in the bloody 20 years ago, 30 years ago. They didn't listen to me, and now look at them. Absolutely. Jim Watkins, I will be there. Absolutely. Big up, big up, big up. I can't wait to see you, mate. It'd be great to have you here. It'd be great to have all you guys on board, to be honest with you. It'd be great to have all you guys on board watching the watch along with me, guys. It'd be brilliant if you guys could have the watch along. Guys, the membership, by the way, is here in the link if you want to do the membership. The membership is also in the subscription below. I've got some great content coming, some content that you wouldn't want to miss, guys. Some great content. I'll be talking about not only football, I'll be talking about many other things in regards to my career, what I've done, other things, all different controversial subjects I'll be talking about in the membership videos. So don't forget, in the description below and on the QR code on the screen, you can become a member, a coveted Chatterbox member, guys. So don't forget, that could be you. You could be that coveted Chatterbox member, of course. And there's loads of prizes and giveaways as well, by the way, coming up. You're going to miss it. So you need to upgrade your Wi-Fi. It's nothing to do with my Wi-Fi, mate. It's nothing to do with that. It's the thing is broken outside my house and stuff, and there's lots of good things going on. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have the top Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is more expensive than your rent over here, mate, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest. And you know what? Yeah, it is not my Wi-Fi. It's a building complex that we have a Wi-Fi, which is shared, of course. Is a building. I live in a complex, you know, like a resort sort of thing. Yeah, so it is a good Wi-Fi, but it just cuts out in the UAE sometimes because of obviously the connection in this building, of course. But it is what it is. I don't like using my data. You know what? The data is ridiculous. If I told you how much data is here, you wouldn't even believe. 6 gig, right, is about $60 a month. Right, Sal, when you say we are Man United, is fair comment considering we are Man United in the terms of football success, but not anymore. Isn't it a fact that we are a mid-table team? No, it's not a fact, Darkro. We're not a mid-table team because a mid-table team, we finished mid-table once, mate. Doesn't make us a mid-table team. It's 7 games in the league. Doesn't make us a mid-table team. Man United will never be a mid-table team, and they will not finish mid-table this season. They will go up that league. But that we're not happy with a draw, and we never are happy with a draw. If you're happy with a draw, scroll back to our history, Darkro, and start learning about it. We're never happy with a draw. That is not a win, my friend. That is not a win. Regardless where we are in the league, a draw against Brentford at Old Trafford is not a win. Definitely not. And I would tell you, as a fan of 40 years, seen it all, been it and done it, even when we're on the lowest, you go and do your research, my friend. I've waited a long time, and I love Manchester United. So if we win, I'll watch the other games too. And I'm like you, mate. I'm like you, mate. I'm absolutely the same as you, my friend. I'm similar to you. If we win, you know what? I haven't watched. I mean, I know I'm in the UAE at the moment, but I haven't watched Match of the Day for a very, very long time. To be honest with you, guys. And I only used to watch it when I was in England. I only used to watch Match of the Day. Match of the Day is obviously the highlights program on TV in England. On BBC One or ITV. It used to be on ITV as well, on BBC One. And I used to only watch it when Man United win, and you know what? It used to be great when we used to be successful. I used to be watching it every single week, licking my lips like this, happy-go-lucky. Do you know what I mean? Delighted, can't wait for it, of course, guys. Sanjay, all these artists are really Trump, especially when he tried to fight child trafficking. Absolutely. The industry is a lot more deeper than that, Sanjay. You know, as a guy who's knew about music, was in the music industry for 20 years. It's a lot more deeper than just that. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? I never mingled with people of that guy, obviously. You know what I mean? I never mingled with people of that nature. But you know what? I've worked with big people in my life. You know what I mean? Certain people I stayed away from. And you know what? It's more to it than just that. You know, there's more to it than just that. And you know what? Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you think that people become successful through talent. Get out of here. Absolutely not. Time for goals, sir. As a striker, big up. Time for goals. MUFC Readers TV. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, Mick. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is time for goals. It is time for goals today. I don't want any excuses. I'll take a 2-1 though. If we win the game, as long as we win the game, I'm happy. I'm happy for the rest of the day. As I say, you know, I am happy as long as we win the game. That is all I care about. You know, even if we win 1-0 last minute backside, that's it. Great, we go from there. Would you like to see? Yes, I would, Brian. I would love to see Chido Martin on the bench. That would be nice. You know what I mean? Add a little bit of excitement there. Of course, guys, if we do, I doubt he's going to be, though. Obviously, Eric Ten Hag is an iPad manager. I would rather see Chido Martin and Kobe on the bench than Kone on the bench, rather than, you know what I mean, those dinosaurs. Do you know what I mean? I would rather that. $6 a month for 6 gigs. 60. That told you, Darko Low. Absolutely. Brother, let's solve our single statue together. Brian, let's solve our single statue together. I know what you mean by that. I don't know. I'm just going to agree, whatever. It's big up, Mark Ruby. Man, is a big up. Of course, guys. What other sports you watch besides football? Boxing. I love my boxing. Yeah, UFC sometimes. I do watch the cricket when it's the World Cup. If I'm being honest, if it is the World Cup, I do watch it. Absolutely. PD gets 455. I told you guys in the 90s about this, guys. Those who were in the music industry, legitimately in the music industry. It's people who do music and there's people in the music industry. I told you guys. I told you, the people didn't listen to me. I remember I was in the studio once, guys, and I said, people are talking about him. They say, oh, well, he's balling though, isn't it? Basically saying he's rich, right? So they're saying he's balling though, isn't it? I said something bad about him. He's balling though, isn't it? Backing him up and all that crazy. Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce are not out of the woods either, though. So let's not forget that. You know what I mean? So we're not a mid-table team, but in the moment we are playing like a mid-table team. Needs to change. Absolutely. Doesn't mean we're a mid-table team if we're playing like a mid-table team. Do you know what I mean? If I'm acting like a millionaire, doesn't mean I am a millionaire, does it? At the end of the day, if we're playing like one, doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? What matters is 6 games into the season, Jim. And we're not a mid-table team. And anyone who thinks that should consider allegiance elsewhere, because we're not a mid-table team. Morning, Sal. Lies around me. Sal, how you doing, my friend? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you back, my friend. I've been watching you, but not responded. United have kicked my head in the way I've been playing. They don't know how to defend. Then you are a legend, mate. Thank you so much, Lies around me. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, mate. And you know what? Don't worry. Things will get better. The sleeping giant will awake. We have one eye open at the moment, and we will get there, guys. Absolutely. We will get there at the end of the day. By hook or by crook, Man United will rise to the cream, to the crop. Of course. So, guys, you know what? Let them banter us. Let them do whatever. Whoever is manager, whoever is Ten Hag, whoever, Man United will rise to the top again. And it will be sweeter. You cannot appreciate the sun unless you've witnessed a bit of rain. Do you know what I mean? And we will get there, guys. Big up, Darko. You're funny. Absolutely. It's funny that we're a mid-table team, but that's the funniest thing I've heard. So we came third only a year ago. You know what I mean? Goodness me. Relax. Absolutely relax. It's not that as bad as people think. You need to relax a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? That comes with experience, though, isn't it? 40 years will do that to you, guys. As a Man United fan, it will bring you experience in regards to don't overreact, don't jump. You know what I mean? Chill. Take a chill pill, guys. Today is a win, and we move up the table. What are we going to go? 7th, 8th? You know, then we win again, and then we go even further up the table. Don't worry about it, mate. You know what? It will get better by hook or by crook, but Man United will never be a mid-table team. God forbid, if today the results don't go our way, then I will spare any fan who is Eric Ten Hag, I promise. then I won't. It's not about being Eric Ten Hag or being right or wrong, man, Lutita. Lutita, this is not about basically, this is not about you being right and you being self-righteous about our result, man, Lutita. It's not about that. It's about Manchester United at the end of the day. It's not about you being, oh, I was right. You could, you Ten Hag in. It's not about that. It's about the football club. You support the football club. You don't banter anyone. You know what I mean? You don't bet. You won't spare. Are you a Man United fan? Why won't you spare anyone? You spare anyone. So you're not a Man United fan then. So you won't spare anyone who is an Eric Ten Hag in, I promise. So basically, you'll be basically thriving off Man United losing. Manu Tita, listen, that's not how it works as a fan. We're together as a fan base. You know, we're united as a fan base. That's what we are. Not for banter. If you want to support this club, honestly, my opinion to you, and I mean it respectfully, is that support the football team. Don't support your ego. I would say that. And I'll say that number one. Yes, I'm using StreamYard, MUC Realist TV. Yes, I am. I am using it. So I disagree with you. We are a mid-table team at the moment, but we are a club. We're not a mid-table team unless we finish mid-table, Jim. At the moment, we are in mid-table. Doesn't mean we are a mid-table team, Jim. Jim, you talk crap sometimes. I really, honest to God, you don't listen. Absolutely, players need to step it up in all. Man United are not a mid-table team. And if you're going to come on and give me that sarcasm, you're not. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. You're a mid-table team. We're not a mid-table team. Manchester United, at the end of one win, we move up into the top half. We move up into the top 5. So how are we a mid-table team? It's 6 games, guys. 7 games. Get with it, guys. Get with it. Otherwise, just follow Australian rules football or something. Because you know what? You guys are not listening. So Shelley, if you want me to join, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna join up. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna get in. Obviously, my network isn't great, MC Realist. So I would warn you, my friend. I would warn you. Absolutely. I would warn you, my guy. Of course. So let's read some of this. It's about unbearable conditions that these people put in. They don't positive fires before every game, and then during and after the game, blame the manager and the players, and the cycle continues. But you're just saying, Manu Tita, that you're going to banter people, the Ten Hag inners. You don't do that, Manu Tita. It's not about that. You know, it's not about bantering and being right or wrong. It's about Man United. You know, I don't care who's Ten Hag out or who's Ten Hag in. I don't really care who's Ten Hag out. I don't really care if I'm being totally honest with you, mate. I don't. And, you know, it's not about me being right. I've been right about a lot of things. I've been wrong about a lot of things. But one thing is certain, and one thing that connects me to a lot of people is that I want the football club to win. I won't be dissing my club, you know what I mean, bringing even more downers on it at the end of the day, you know, and people just want to talk. At the end of the day, last week, I told you that the Sir Alex Ferguson thing, right? The Sir Alex Ferguson thing was he stepped down. He wasn't sacked. You know, it wasn't he stepped down, right? At the end of the day, I said that last week. And then people were saying, I think you're wrong. How do you know that? How do you know that? And they don't have that. You know, they don't have that at the end of the day. They don't have the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, don't speak. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, don't. Because Man United will never be. If you're a Man United fan, you will never, ever, even if we are, admit that we're a mid-table team. You wouldn't. But we're not. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna win. If we win today, we move up that league. About 5 or 6 positions, of course. If you know what I mean. Good morning, Joseph. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Sal, any injuries update? Luckily, we got Mazraoui back. Ugarte is back as well. Garnacho isn't as serious as first thought. So we got those players back, Joseph, which is fantastic, of course. And that's what I like. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy because we got those players back, because otherwise we would have been in a precarious position. I do, however, believe that Eric Ten Hag will play Casemiro and Eriksen. I've got that feeling. I might be wrong, but I have got that feeling at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Calm down, Kazi. You calm down, mate. Relax, bro. It's cool. Absolutely. Calm down, Sal, bro. No need to be rude, brother. Mate, if I know about, so if you're calling my team a mid-table team, if you're calling Man United a mid-table team, go and support Sheffield Wednesday, mate. I'm not interested in that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're a mid-table team. You're a mid-table team. Mate, listen. Oh, a Man United fan would never call us a mid-table team. I would never do that. Sorry, just the state of our club is dirty and my brain. No problem, Twitter. I know what you mean, mate. I know, but let's try and be a little bit more positive, mate. I know it's dirt in your brain. Hey, me too, man, Twitter, me too. But at the end of the day, what we have to do is we have to remain positive, and we can't be pessimistic all the time. We cannot be. We're a mid-table team, though, just a mid-table team. We don't want none of that, mate. We got to be a little bit more positive and let it resonate. I'm telling you off because I've been supporting this guy for 40 years, for crying out loud. And I'm telling you, support the football team. Support the football team and don't worry. Don't worry. Man, the Twitter, you got great comments. I love your banter, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But you know what? I know what you mean. I know what you mean, my guy. I do know what you mean. We all nation to nation, fam. Kazi, using language weren't made for you, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. Absolutely. I believe Kazi and Jim Watkins have Arsenal and Liverpool. You know what? People have been comparing us to Arsenal and Liverpool. Look, you know what? We know where they are. We know where we need to be. And you know what? I wouldn't even compare at the moment. I wouldn't. I'm not saying that we're anywhere near Arsenal or Liverpool. It is absolutely ridiculous for us to even say something like that we're anywhere near them, of course. You're not saying the truth, Joe Jim. We are not a mid-table team until we finish mid-table, mate. We're not until we finish mid-table. We are 7 games into the season. 7 games into the season, Jim. 7. So at the moment, you know what I mean? You keep saying your truth. Was your truth about Sir Alex Ferguson when you're telling me how he didn't step down? You know, he got sacked. You know what I mean? Mr. Man United fan. Come on, Jim. Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that, you know what I mean? He got sacked and he got axed. Is that you, Jim? You know what I mean? I disagree with you. Even though you got no inside knowledge. Come on, mate. Just banter them, Sal. Yeah, I know. You should banter them. They talk crap sometimes. Absolutely. You want to see the other side of me? Listen, guys. You know what? I don't want to hear anything on match day. About, you know what? It's terrible. We're mid-table. Love though, bro. But it's terrible. Love though. It's terrible. Love though, bro. Come on, man. Be positive. Get up the energy, guys. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you, as a manager of this stream, guys, I'm telling you, like a manager, like Sir Alex Ferguson, I'm telling you, you need to be a little bit more positive. That's what I'll say. Otherwise, Sheffield United, Leyton Orient, Shrewsbury Town, Torquay United, whoever there's there, they're available, guys. Go for it. Because I believe, and I hope you believe as well. And that is what it's all about. All love at the end of the day. But you know what? You need to see that little bit. I am disciplined, guys. When it comes to success, when it comes to Manchester United, I am disciplined, my guy. I am disciplined. You know what? Mick run off. It's too, Mick Realist TV run off. He ran off. It's too real. Realist TV run off. He can't take the realist. He can't take the realism. He can't take it because he's realist TV. Absolutely, he ran off. Sal is just like Joey from Friends. Goodness me. And you're just like goodness gracious me. What are you like? Huh? Jim Watkins, just tell us cricket scores and not 40 points. Yes, let's see. That'll do. There he is. Let me see. He's returned. There he is. I think it got too real for him for a little bit. It got too real for MUC Realist TV. I'm not sharing it again. I've already shared the link, mate. I'm saying we need to get back up there. You're listening to the rest of the points I'm posting. We need to get back where we're not a mid-table team. You're not speaking facts. Man United are a mid-table team in May. If we finish mid-table, we're in mid-table team in May. At the end of the day, it's 7 games gone. You know what I mean? You know who's been at top of the league after 7 games? Do you know who was top of the league after 7 games during the treble winning season at this time? Aston Villa. Do you know that? And at the end of the day, look, we can't be saying that, oh, we're a mid-table team. We're nothing to do. We're rubbish. And I don't want to hear that on match day, guys. On match day, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear positivity from you, Jim. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that. Absolutely. Who do you think is going to score for us against Brentford? I've got a funny feeling, child, that Erasmus Højlund was scored today. I got a funny feeling that Rasmus Højlund must score today. It's all about Rasmus today. Rasmus. That's what it's all about, guys. I think Rasmus, I liked his tweet today. I thought his energy is good. Do you know what I mean? Come on. If he's getting in for it, you need to get into it as well, my guys. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll share the link. Is Mick Ruby busy in the massage parlor? Why is he calling? I don't know, mate. Probably because I got a lot of followers on. This is straight from post. I don't care. This is Breaking Dawn. Absolutely. No, I love Mick. I'm only bantering, man. Big up. I'm only joking with you. Yeah, look, you know what? This stream does get heated, but that's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, what is heat? It shows passion. At the end of the day. It's all about the passion for me. And that is what it's all about. You know what? Because I support the football club. And you know what? I want the best for the football club. I don't want to hear any negatives on the Brentford day. This is Manchester United match day, and I'm hearing we're only a mid-table team. For goodness sake, for crying out loud. Do you know what I mean? It is early in the morning on a Saturday. On a Saturday, guys. Happy to jump on. No, I'm gonna send it again, mate. 1 second. All right, let's bring Mick in, mate. Let's bring him in. I've had enough bantering him now. I'm gonna bring Mick, my friend, in. I've had enough bantering my friend now. Absolutely. Let's bring him in. Here he is. Let me get rid of my thing, of course, guys. Yeah, I've had enough banter in my friend now. It's in the description. I've sent it once. Send it. Absolutely. Big up everyone though who's joined me today. What's the time? 10:46, guys. 10:46. Yeah. Absolutely. Dustpan and brush due to be delivered. Kazi, you lose me sometimes, bro. You do lose me sometimes. I don't know what you mean by dustpan and brush due to be delivered. I don't know what that means, Kazi. I really don't. I don't know what that means, if I'm being honest with you. Sal, we are true Red Devils and hurt. That's why I'm mentally rattled. Let's hope we get them back to that. Manitita, let me tell you this, mate. As a friend of yours, man, I'm going to tell you this, right? We will get back to the promised land. Trust me, we will get back to where we need to be. But the one thing we have to do as football fans is not be in competition with each other. Whether we're Erik ten Hag in, whether we're Erik ten Hag out, we're not in competition. There is no prize. Hopefully I'm back. Yeah. Let me just get this. Yeah, there's no prize at the end of this, guys. There's no prize at the end of this race. If Erik ten Hag fouls, we foul as well. We foul as a community. We foul as a football club. We foul as a fan base. You know what I mean? But one thing we can do is try and remain optimistic. Of course, we can't be overzealous, but we can't be over pessimistic as well, guys. We have to be united as a fan base. And this competition that they keep bringing between the fan bases, you know, like Erik ten Hag, ball fraud, peanut head, things like that. I don't agree with it. I've never agreed with that stuff ever. You know, and you know what? It creates toxicity. It creates toxicity at the end of the day. We can disagree on here, and I disagree a lot on here, believe me. But at the end of the day, you know what? It is all about uniting as a fan base and trying to be a bit more positive. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. And you know what? I've seen a lot of Man United. I've seen Man United in worse positions than this. Believe me, under Sir Alex. Right? I've seen us in worse positions. So one thing we should do is just keep the belief, guys. Keep the belief. That's what I would do. Jim, you need to get a backbone, my friend. Jim, come on, man. You need to get a backbone. Don't worry about being called names. I get called names all the time. If you see my Twitter feed, my goodness me, I've been called names all the time, mate. Don't cry. You forgive me for what? Calling me crap. I didn't call anyone crap. What is crap? I didn't call anyone crap. Come on, Jim. Don't be soft, mate. Come on, mate. I need to man you up a little bit, my friend. I do. Absolutely. Yeah. So at the end of the day, look, you know, I get called all names at the time. You know, some call me you shut up, you F, shut up, you CNT. You know, people say that to me all the time. It doesn't mean anything to me. At the end of the day, you know what? I like that. And that's the way I speak. At the end of the day, I'm from the East End of London, mate. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to bring in my friend. My good old friend. He's a debut on the show. Can you believe it's his debut on the show, mate? Can you believe it, Mick? It's your debut on the show, bruv.
Really? I'm tired. I just woke up having my coffee, listening to you as per usual, because you're the first one to stream since you live in Abu Dhabi and pay $60 for internet. Oh my God, that's robbery, mate. That's robbery. Good morning.
But you lived in Dubai for like how long? 10 years, didn't you?
Yeah,
So
it's bloody monopoly. It's a ripoff. Like you have do or it is a lot. You can't get away from it.
bruv,
You know,
I
Rob.
listen. Look, I live in a complex in it, so we share the internet around the building, and it becomes like a nightmare. So I'm gonna try and get unlimited data, and I'm looking at unlimited data. I need a bloody mortgage for unlimited data in this place. You know what I mean?
Literally. No,
I miss London.
No, I literally landed from. I was in Bangkok for 2 days, running around trying to do some content, and just trying to find some United fans and speak to some people. I uploaded a video. I just arrived late last night. So I had a little bit of a sleep in. Of course, having my first cup of coffee, listening to you, ranting and banting, and I 100% agree what you're saying. Not on match day. Don't give me this negativity connotations on the match day, right? I know that ESPN did a hit piece yesterday, trying to sort of win a Pulitzer Prize by squeezing in as much lies as possible by Man United. And I was thinking to myself, wow, I came to the end of that. I know that Rob Dawson and all them, they hate Man United. The media just hate Man United. You spoke well about Sir Alex, where he's stepping down and he got fired or whatever. Because the guy doesn't need the money. That's the thing, right? He made his money. That's the thing. He's fucking 84, 86.
He's going to be there today.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is that, not on this fucking match day, because we've seen it before, in big games occasions when Man United are pressured to win. They do everything just to sort of stir the pot. They want us to lose. They want us to do shit. And going back to the press conference with Erik ten Hag, when he said, one of the journalists, well, when you do bad, we do well. And that's the thing, right? So it's a money machine, printing stories about United. But the thing is that who gets hurt in the middle is the fans, us, including myself. Like I can't lie. I think that it feels like we are in April, March already, but we just kicked off the season with 7 games in. Realistically speaking, yes, it's the worst start of the season, ever, to be honest. But just look at the points. We are 6 points from top 4. So is it that bad? And how many games is there left to play?
Yeah, we've still got like how many? 32 games to play, something like that.
So why is nobody talking about Ange Postecoglou and Spurs having also the bad start? It's only Man United. Okay, so the table is a false dawn.
Yeah, right. That's why I wouldn't call us a mid-table team. I wouldn't say that. I would say like we lost the league title.
No, I'm fine. We are not doing well at the moment.
Yeah, but we lost the league title with 8. We've been 8 points clear of the league with literally a month to go. Right, we've lost the league title. That is how quickly the league can swing. We lost to Man City in 2012. We were 8 points clear of the league, and we literally had 1 point to win the league, and then we ended up losing to Wigan.
Reality is that this is reality. The points tally is the reality. The table is reality. The fact is that we are not getting the best out of the players is also reality. The reality check is Ten Hag needs to do a mental check himself. I was watching his press conference yesterday, and he gave a little bit of stick for the media for creating, what do you say, lies and stuff like that. Yeah, he said we are on the same page. One thing that's real is there's nothing coming up from the club internally, nothing. So the media has to create these stories, second guessing, of course. That's reality. But the reality is, how the fuck are we going to play this game today, right? You mentioned Mazraoui is available. Will you pick him? 100%. He's been doing rotation this season, 7 games in. No need. They're fresh legs, right? Why would you sub up Marcus Rashford when he didn't go on international break when he was cooking? Those things needs to change. Reality is his in-game management. I'm very critical to that, right? And reality for me is that I don't want to see a manager sacked. I wanted to see this current setting. This team is good enough to challenge for top 4. I want to see maximum performance, right? But if we lose today, that'd be catastrophic. I want us to go get on the bike like Sir Dale Brailsford. He's a cycling expert. Just tell them, get on your fucking bike, go on a run or go on a cycle, right? Because football goes in cycles. It's like empires, rise and fall of empires, right? I think that Arsenal is on the rise because they've been 4 years with Arteta. We are in the middle of an open heart surgery. Everyone was crying out for the open heart surgery, and it's actually happening in front of your eyes. So we changed the whole footballing operation, the whole backroom staff. We have new coaches, set piece coaches, new medical staff. We recruited 7 new players in. We got rid of 17 players. So I think that the expectations within the fan base are super high at the moment because of these changes, right? And therefore, it feels like it's a punch in the solar plexus. But I think that why are we scared about Brentford? We're playing at home today, right? It's been the international break, a reset. Anything could happen. And I believe that players would be up for it today. Players need to show for the fans why we are supporting this team.
Yeah, and this is what I would say. Every single match day, ever since I started supporting the football club, I've never said we're going to lose the game. I've never, ever predicted we will lose the game against, no matter where we are. I've never said that. And to be honest with you, I class what we are at the end of the season. We are what we are at the end of the season. It is only 6-7 games at the moment. Yeah. We can win one game, we're all the way up there again. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. You cannot read the league now. You cannot give a judgment on the league now. At the end of the day, as I said, in 98, 99, Aston Villa were top this time of the season. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Aston Villa, we were about 5th. So at the end of it, I don't read too much into it. I feel like we just need to, as a fan base, be a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more believing. I know, look, at the end of the day, Erik ten Hag's making mistakes. We know it. We're Erik ten Hag supporters. He's making a lot of mistakes. I mean, the Marcus Rashford one, as you said, and playing Bruno when he's not playing well. He's not been playing well for just take him out of the team a little bit. Give him a break. A couple of games here and there. He hasn't played. He's played 3 out of 10 for the last few games. We know that. But at the end of the day, the one thing we can't do is use our opinions as a tool to hit other fans with, because at the end of the day, it is all about the football club.
Yeah,
Manchester United.
And
all I care about is winning against Brentford today. I don't care where we are right now. All I care about 1-0, 2-1 off the backside from a corner. I don't care as long as we win the game, and that's all I care about at the end of the day. But in regards to as you said about Ineos, it has been only a couple of months. Let's be real, But we did say it. We were big advocates for the full sale, Qatar in and stuff. We were 100%. Big advocates for it. This is why, because obviously the process is going to be a lot slower than it would have been, But we have to give them a chance. It is what it is. We have to give them a chance. We have to give Ineos a chance. We have to give Jim Ratcliffe a chance. This whole structure has changed. It's completely different now. And you know what? In regards to Erik ten Hag, you know what? Today is a big game. We lose this game, it'll be catastrophic, I think. Yeah. And then we got Fenerbahce, and then it's going to get even more catastrophic.
There's 2 points.
It would be ironic, though, if Jose Mourinho's his last game.
Yeah. Listen, it's you mentioned something, too, that I picked what you said, because I've been thinking about it, really. I mean, this is a brand new project. We are on ground zero, basically. Everyone has been given a clean slate. But when you said about opinions, that's what football is all about, isn't it? Like, you're entitled to have different opinions. But part of fueling this negative connotation opinions, it's a marriage. It's actually the media. And 90% of them writers are not even Man United fans, to be honest, right? So they are the ones driving the negativity, and you reading it, and you become toxic because of that. And then you can't see forest from the tree. And of course, I've been affected too. Like, I've been pissed off. I was like, where do I stand with this manager? I'm not in, I'm not out. I refuse to be forced to categorize myself in one of these categories. And it feels like you've been pushed. It's like you're on a gunpoint. It's like you have to be in or out. But I'm saying, well, I'm on the doubt category because the reason why I'm on the doubt category because standards. I want us to raise the bar. Prove me wrong, right? Prove me wrong to believe, right? When we got Ten Hag over Poch, I was said, this is an appointment. And I'm glad we didn't get Poch at the end of the day, right? Ten Hag mentioned it yesterday as well, to be honest, that he even put his hand up in the presser to say, we need to score goals. This is not good enough, right? So he's aware of the situation. So I want us to see us scoring goals. And what does that lead to, Sal? Is that he must be aware of that his system is currently not allowing the players to score goals, right?
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean, I'm a big advocate for 4-4-2. I've said it, or 4-5-1. I think we need to get 2 players up there. The problem we're having is that our players are not scoring enough, crossing enough, not assisting enough. On the wing, we're much more inclined to cut in. We got to, with these inverted wingers. I'm not a fan of inverted wingers because it encourages players to not cross, to try and cut in and shoot, rather than go on the byline and cross it in. And there's no substitute for a decent ball into the box like Beckham used to do. I mean, people say, "Oh, that's the past." Crossing the ball, it resonates through generations. It doesn't matter if you cross that ball good. Someone's going to get on the end of it at the end of the day, and we're overcomplicating things. I think, And in regards to fans, I would say, some people have been influenced by the toxic media. But one thing we shouldn't do is worship our own opinion, and that's what I've never done. People have an ego.
No,
and
I mean,
it's all about "I told you so." I told you so. You were wrong, and I'm right. It's not about that. At the end of the day, we all suffer when Man United lose.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all going to get bantered with Man United.
We know each other for a long time. I'm not playing it safe. You know me, Mando Tata. You know me, right? I refuse a Man United in all the way in, like Sal, been supporting this club for 40 plus years, third generation. And one thing that I want is like everyone else wants. I want us to win. I want us to win the Premier League. I want us to win the Champions League, every single trophy. But I'm also real to say that current setup is not working. So if he continues this way, this stubbornness, not changing the system, not having a balanced approach, a team, playing players in dispossession, right? Then you will see me change my opinion come December if we are still sitting in the same position. Then I will say, ain't working. Right now, I have my own doubts because I see football. I played football. And I've been saying this system ain't working. It's unbalanced, right? What I don't want him to do is to shoehorn in, Garnacho to the right, just because he got 2 star players in terms of Garnacho and Rashford. You have the selection problem. Who's going to start, right? I want us to still be balanced on the right, the wingers. And I've been saying also, I want to see us sometimes to play a 3-5-2 with Xerxes playing as a number 10 or a deeper striker, link up a play, and Højlund, right? But will he do it? I don't know. He sticks to the 4-2-3-1 system, which is pretty much high press, win up the ball high up on the pitch. Everyone should be focusing on defense, which you keep forgetting the attacking duties. I think that stems from last season where we were cut up very openly, easily in the midfield, and we conceded so many shots on goal. So he's fixed that. He fixed that problem, 100%. But he forgot one important aspect: scoring the goals. Right.
Exactly. Here's a question from Manatuta. When would you finally be pushed over the edge, Mick, in regards to Erik ten Hag? How long would you give it?
I'll give it to Christmas, to be honest, because realistically speaking, as I said earlier before, like we played 7 games, hasn't been the best start. I don't look at the table. I can see that there's 6 points, 2 games from top 4. Anything can happen in football. Chelsea can lose, Arsenal can lose, everyone can lose, and we can win. But if we continue on this bad patch and we are still where we are, then I will definitely be pushed over the edge to say, but I look from a structural perspective, not from a managerial. I look at from this system ain't working. The players are not performing according to, on the paper, what they should be doing, the outputs, right? So it comes down to, if we come down to December and we're still sitting 14th, then it's clear as daisy that this is not working, right? But on the other hand, if you're going to put in an interim now, that would not be an interim appointment because this is too far in the season, right? An interim works well when you get somebody in January for the remaining of the season, just to get like a second bounce. But if you get a second bounce in now, that will kind of phase out as well, like a fizzed balloon come December as well. So I'm willing to sort of see what he can do now until December. I'm willing to be positive to back this team, but it goes in two ways, amicable ways. Give me something back, Eric. You know what I mean? Give me something back to believe, right? And the belief starts today. If we spank Brentford today, the whole attitude within the fan base would change slightly bit, because the cure for this depression, in my opinion, is winning, right? As soon as we start winning games, you will see the attitude within the fan base start changing. Fact is, that happened in the first season under Ten Hag when we went on a winning streak, right? The whole fan base was euphoric, or on endorphins. But as soon as we start losing, of course, everyone is on the downer.
Of course, I mean, hopefully that people start raising up. Certain fan groups will get together and start supporting the football club again, because that's what it's all about, in my opinion. It's not about being right and wrong, but hopefully people will get together and start supporting the football club. In regards to Erik Ten Hag, you know what? I've never been Erik Ten Hag in or out. I'm Manchester United in. That's what I am, and that's what I'll always be.
Yeah.
And he is making mistakes. He is stubborn. Sometimes it doesn't work. Even Sir Alex Ferguson changed the formation during the Champions League when he thought, we're getting exposed here. We have to play 5 in the middle and we have to play 2 up front, 1 up front, instead of playing 4-4-2. And sometimes you have to just swallow your pride and say, look, this is not working. I've been screaming out for a double pivot. I think we need to play a double pivot, and that will give the attackers more license to attack there, of course. I mean, I've never been a great admirer of the 3 at the front, because I feel like the 3, they split up and then you end up having one striker up front, isolated, especially when you've got wingers who don't really create, and it's becoming like too predictable. We're becoming too predictable. We've got inadverted fullbacks, inadverted wingers. We need to do something about it. I've been saying play Harry Amass on the left-hand side, on the left.
Yeah, me too.
Bloody play him, for goodness sake, and just play Dalot on the right back, or Mazraoui.
It's interesting what you're saying, because everything goes through the wing, and they seem to be sort of cutting in, not putting, and try to put crosses in the box, take on your defender, crash into the wall. If you remember when we used to play with Martial, everything used to go through the middle, like, the intricate passes, 1-2 touches, bum, 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 and cut through. We don't see that anymore, because I think defensively, it's been given instructions to Bruno as well, be defensive-minded. Don't do Hollywood passes. And sometimes he does these stupid mistakes. But if you play 5 in the middle, 100% with wingbacks, you will see us bombing forward like never before, right? You would see different patterns of play, different combinations. But right now, it's not working. And even the instructions have been telling, like, if you notice lately that Marcus Rashford cuts into the midfield to help as well, to create an overload in the midfield. The left back, in terms of being Dalot, is also playing inverted midfielder as well. So therefore, the left-hand side is exposed 100%. But why we're not playing to the strength to the right? We don't see much play to the right. We have Mazraoui, apparently. He can bomb forward as well, but we haven't seen him bomb forward that much. You know what I mean? He's more on defensive duty. Then Amad Diallo is perfectly fine. Amad Diallo for me, is a perfect winger. And on the left should be Garnacho, because they're proper wingers, hugging that touchline, going all the way to the byline. Making the fullback second guess. Is he going to drop a shoulder? Is he going to go left? Is he going to right? Is he going to cut inside? That's what a proper wing plays, right?
Exactly. And I used to play semi-pro, and I was a fullback, and I used to love it when players used to cut in. I used to love it because it's predictable. I used to hate players playing on the outside of me and the overlapping run coming from the fullback. We don't have any overlapping runs now as well. We have Mazraoui doesn't go forward. As you said, we don't play to the right. We're always to the left. But we haven't got a good left-hand side. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. The problem with Dalot is a right footer. So he's going to be more naturally inclined to go into that midfield. Some people are saying he's backing up Eriksen, he's protecting Eriksen. But then it leaves a big gaping hole, doesn't it, on that left-hand side? And against Porto were doing it. Left-hand side, cross. Left-hand side, cross.
Yeah,
and eventually we got punished. And it is, I think, what was it? 7 out of 8 goals have come from the left-hand side this season, or something like that. We've conceded around that number. Yeah. It's madness when you think about it.
It is. If you really analyze it, you see that the left-hand side has been the problem. So this is temporary. Dalot is not going to play, left back all the time. So I agree with you. When is it time to introduce Harry Amas? Maybe it's too early. Maybe we saw him in preseason, but he's a natural left footer. He can do it. He faced Mo Salah in the preseason as well. And this is Brentford. So I would love to see a Harry Amas as a left back today, rather than a Dalot. Again, when Marcus Rashford was at his best, when he scored 30 goals that season, who did he have as a left back?
Sorry, what's that? Sorry, Mick.
When Rashford was at his best, when he scored 30 goals that season,
Luke Shaw.
He had Luke Shaw overlapping, underlapping, providing the support constantly. Now, I was saying that they are like, twins, joined by the hip. One cannot do well without the other one, because you need a solid left-footed left back that can sort of support you, overlap, underlap. You know what I mean? That's what we don't. That's what we're missing. And the right-footed, like a Degard Low, doesn't do it. He does not do it.
And we had a relationship during the Sir Alex Ferguson period. Beckham would tell you how important Gary Neville was to his play, and Gary Neville would tell you the same. This relationship that we have on the wing, we don't have it. It's like the strangers playing with each other every single game. And Rashford is going forward, 3/4 of the length of the pitch, looking back, passing back. He's not taking on his man. There's no overlapping runs, and that's partly why we're not creating anything. Crossing has become void. Man United used to be known for crossing. We haven't been crossing the ball at all over the last few years. It's been null and void. We won a treble from crossing the ball. I mean, and we don't have that anymore. I feel like we should stick to basics. I just feel like we should go to
basics. And that was kind of the point on my whole rant, to say that if you can see what we see, there's so minor tweaks you can do, 100%. First of all, don't chop and change that much, because the team needs to have stability. We don't even know who is the starting 11 as of yet of the season. We can't pick a starting 11, and I don't think he can do it either. But if you stay playing players consistently, the same starting 11, like when you do prediction, when you're going to predict Arsenal starting 11, it's so easy. Liverpool starting 11, easy. We know that you're going to play, right? Not with us. We're sitting here doing the match prediction, lineup prediction, and we never get it right. That's the thing. So we are not there yet. I don't think that we negotiated so much in this season to sort of get the prices down that affected our first start of the season, because the players were not ready, right? So once we see Lenny Euro come back in, I think we can play a back three, 100%. But for now, I agree with what you're saying. Make a little bit tweaks, win the fucking games, score some goals, make fans happy. Because football is a result business. All I care about is winning right now. Win today, and then the style of play or identity of play will come eventually as we gel along as a new team.
Absolutely. And hopefully today that will come. Hopefully we score some goals, man. Hopefully we score a few goals today. It'd be nice to get what we got, 1 goal a month, something like that.
No, it's horrendous. You cannot lie, Sal. It's been dire. There's right.
Minus goal difference last season. We're already there this season in regards to that. Are we on equal or are we on minus? I think we're still on minus, on goal difference. It'd be nice to get a few goals. Maybe 2 or 3 goals would be nice, my man. But thanks for joining me, Jim, though. I'm going to close up the show and stuff like that, brother.
And Casimir said, change energy drink. You can't have better energy drink than an espresso. You know that. Bada bing, bada boom. Eh?
Bada bing, bada boom, da posta.
Anyway, thank you for sharing the link. It's been a while.
Oh man, yeah, I've been. It's been crazy. I've been trying to sort out everything myself and stuff. Everything on my life, trying to straighten everything out and everything. So I'll get there, man. I'll get there. Thanks, Jim, man.
Casimir say, Mick, what's your prediction for today's game? Should we jinx it, footballing gods?
Oh man,
I say 3-1.
2-1 already.
3-1.
That's 3-1. Okay, Mick.
That's really classic.
It's going to be aggressive, but hopefully,
but we have a bitter. What's his name? The manager now? Oh God, Thomas Frank. Yeah. Every time since the post-COVID, when he lost, he's been so bitter and saying, "We were the better team. We can win this lane." He's so bitter, like Man United. He just wants to spank us. He wants to win us. But every time he come, we had the answer. So hopefully, we will see a bit of Thomas Frank after the post-match interview. So I got 3-1 United. I think that Rasmus Højlund would score today. I would see so, definitely. Lineup is going to be very hard. I like to see Kobe Mainoo is injured, of course. So I would like to see Christian Eriksen in there with. No, we need legs. Fuck's sake, we need legs. I don't know. I can't tell it. I can't predict it.
We need to stop standing still in the middle of the pitch and start passing that ball a little bit quicker, fizz it around the pitch a little bit quicker, be a little bit more assertive on the ball, not second guessing where we're going to pass the ball, looking around, you know. And Onana helps sometimes when he's, you know, if he can pass the ball out the back from a little bit quicker, you know, nothing beats speed and being quick on the ball. Football's a simple game, Mick, you know, and we're just overcomplicating that. We're overcomplicating it. Leach is getting the ball. He's standing on top of the ball. He's looking around all day in the world, and then he passes it. By that time, the opposition team was already reorganized and ready to defend against you, whatever you're going to do. And that's why we're having problems. No. Hopefully that changes today, guys. 3-1, Mick said. I say 2-1. Come on, Mick.
Let's go. Come on, United.
Come on, United. Come on, mate.
Everyone, big up. See you later.
Take it easy,
see you later in the watch-alongs and everything at MUFC Realist TV. And glory, Man United. We should do this. Believe. Believe, man. Believe. Keep the positivity, guys. It's always the hope that kills you, what the people say, yeah?
What are the people that say, yeah? Big up, Mick. Big up, man.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, guys.
You too. Cheers. That was Mick Ruby, of course, legend. MEFC Realist TV. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Absolute legend of the chat. Absolutely, guys. Brilliant person as well. So you know what? We banter each other, but and we disagree and this and that. But you know what? It's all about the result today. It's all about Man United today. Take it easy, guys. I'll be leaving now, of course, guys. I'll be trying to get rid of this old gut over here. You know, I've got to get rid of it, and I'm going to be going to the gym right now. So, guys, you have a fabulous day. Stephanie, Jim, Randy, all you guys. Let me just go through some of the comments, actually. Let me just go through. I'll take some time out for some of the comments, guys, if you don't mind. Let me just say. 3-1 copyright. Jim said 3-1, so he's copyrighting the result forever. No one else can say 3-1. No one in the history of football can say 3-1 ever again. It's copyrighted to Jim. No, Jim. Yeah, absolutely. Need to be puppy, finish our dinner. Need to be like puppy, finish our dinner. Yeah, I agree. We do need to finish our dinner. We don't finish our dinner enough at Man United. Definitely not. We missed too many chances. Big up everyone. Big up Randy, of course. Jim, who is stealing my 3-1? It is Mick, not me. Don't blame me. Absolutely. Hi, buddy. Big up. 3 points, Stephanie. Absolutely. Ginger, rid of the days. Ginger, rid of that guy, Sal. Who's that? What are you talking about? Oh, I know what you mean. Oh, that P guy. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'll sort him out. Jim is uncopyrightable. I'm uncopyrightable. Hi, Stephanie. Big up. Hello, Kazi. Big up, everyone. Enjoy me. Thank you, Mick, of course, who joined me today. It's been fabulous, of course, guys. Absolutely. 3-1 is the score, of course, for Mick. Mine's 2-1 United. You know, I take anything off the backside. You know what I mean? Kick it up the field, deflects off a aeroplane into the back of the net. You know what I mean? I'll do anything at the moment for a win for Man United, if we're being honest. Because you know what? It's all about the football club. They were school United, don't worry. Shah, listen, you know what? I don't know who you support, but that's not how to be, my friend. Absolutely. Not on this stream. We laugh and we joke, but no, not that. Love you, bro. All good half it is. We're the biggest club in the world at mid-table, but we are never a mid-table team. And allies. Absolutely, Jim. It's all about debate, my friend. It's all about debate and it's all about passion. You know what I mean? And it's nothing personal, never. Absolutely not. Steffi, and we do have banter as well. We do joke around and stuff. So there you go. See you in the watch along. Ciao. Take it easy, ciao. Take it easy, everyone. Have a great evening. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are, mate. Guys, so take it easy. Shall see you for the watch along at 2:30 UK time, 5:30 Middle Eastern time. I'll be right here, guys. Take it easy. All the best. Peace.